Leasing is not renting. Anyone that tells you that leasing a car is renting a car just doesn't understand leases, and that's okay. They don't understand it. But I want to break this down for you guys. I want you to understand leasing isn't right for everyone. But I've been around the car industry for a long time. I've been an advisor, and I'm telling you, leasing has some major benefits. So let me show you guys here. Let me show you the difference between purchasing and leasing. All right, here's the lease. I'll break this down for you in a second. We're talking about a $50,000 car here. Okay, this is a fictitious car, so I'm making up some information, but this is how a car purchase would actually work. Majority of people go and do a 72-month loan at about a 7 to 8% rate, and they get about $850, $950 a month. This is what the majority of Americans go do on a $50,000 car, okay? Now, the majority of Americans do not keep their car for this full length right here. That's just the fact, okay? So the majority of Americans, they are taking the risk on what the value of this car is going to be 2 to 3 years from now. Roll over to a lease. A lease for 36 months. They have a thing called a money factor that works out to about a 4% interest rate. Your payment on the same car is about $510 a month. 7% rate over here, $850 to $950 over here, $510 a month. So you get to drive the same car, but quite a bit cheaper. And there's something called a residual value. So when I said over here that you have to take the risk on what the value is going to be, the majority of people make their minimum payments, go 2 or 3 years, trade it in, and then they're upside down with negative equity. In this scenario, the bank is guessing what the value of the car is going to be after 36 months. Okay? So at the end of the 36 months, you can check the value of your car and say it's worth more than $33,000, so I want to buy it, or it's worth less than $33,000, so I don't want to buy it. Here's your keys back. I don't want this car anymore. So there's some big benefits to leases in comparison to purchases. And when people give advice about purchases versus leases, they act like everyone's going to keep their car for 72 months, they're going to pay it off, and they're going to keep it forever. And that's just not the reality of the world we live in. So leases make sense if you like to have a new car every few years, if you like to not have big payments, and if you never want to have negative equity.